It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. It's Tuesday, December 17th. A week away from Christmas Eve. 8 days away from Christmas Day. I think I got that right. All right. Woo. A little sluggish this morning so far. Trying to get my energy up. Trying to get the energy up. Let me get these good morning. I'm in one of those, I don't know what I'm in right now. I don't know. We got some stories. We ain't got a lot of stories. I ain't gonna tell y'all I'm super prepared for today because I'd be lying. Afro Queen, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, Miss Clark. My man Coco, what it do? Ashley Newman, good morning. Ashley Newman actually sent me a story this morning. Shout to you. I didn't get I got the gist of it, but I didn't get the video. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Jeanette, good morning, good morning, good morning. Jeanette, good morning. Let's see who else got good mornings. I think y'all just spreading love to each other. Miss Parker. Yes. Good morning. Just happy Tuesday. Feliz Maltes. All right. Puerto Rican chick you've been smashing out, talking about Feliz Maltes. Okay, all right, Coco. Y'all know I'm just on here for my news real quick. What news? You come here for news? Stop playing with you. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with us. Come up here for news. Oh, you're funny. That is funny. You come up here for news when you find out who is Feliz. Oh boy, y'all motherfuckers got jokes with each other. I gotta see who they caught next. Bilingual cipher, yeah. Who they caught next? Actually, Smaltis. All right. So Coco. All right. Y'all. I see why the show be so erratic, because y'all get on something, y'all go. I ain't gonna lie. Mountains is too. Motherfuckers had a whole conversation of what Tuesday was in Spanish. I don't know what's going on. Y'all can't blame me for this. Nah, mi prima is what? Mi prima is Keisha said. Hola, Miss Par. Oh, I guess your cousin is Keisha. All right. That don't explain nothing. If you said your cousin was Maria, that'd be something. Miss Parker, what's going on? Queen Boy, what it do? Right back at you, what it do? I don't know if Jay Black, I assume Jay Black could get on here at some point, but it's 7:15, so he might have just called it in and be like, nah, I'm good. All right, the weekend was good. I'm just trying to get everybody to join in here. Random Rick, good job on jumping on when you came on with Jay Black. Good job, everybody. Afro Queen. All right, I don't know where I'm going. So this weekend, yes, we are the only show that goes over the weekend on Tuesday because we don't get on here on Monday. Could have got here on Monday, but I was tired. I needed a break. I think everybody knows when you get a chance to get a break, take the break. You got to recharge sometimes. Yeah, the Eagles won, and he's not on here. I even have a clip of Jalen Hurts, which I thought was hilarious. I don't think people understand how much Jalen Hurts came at the Philadelphia media, but they're not going to get it. Even if they're black people reporters, they're not going to get it. They in their 40s and 50s. They don't understand that Jalen Hurts said, fuck you. But if you get a chance to get a break during the holiday season or any time during the year, if you get a chance to get a break, because all of us, every person watching needs to recharge. We all need to recharge. We all need a time to chill, take a deep breath. And sometimes the best relaxation is to do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yes, Sean, that's exactly the clip. I loved it. That's what y'all want. But so I took a break yesterday. Still went to work, but I had like half a break. And it felt good. I realized sometimes you're dragging through the day simply because it's a everyday grind. Like the grind is crazy for every single day. Who created this shit? So I got a few hours to chill. So that's my quick advice. You get some time to chill. Chill. And it's good to be productive. It really is good to be productive. But sometimes when you get your time to chill, you don't have to be productive. If you don't want to, if you just want to go like, I just don't want to do nothing. It's okay. Now, being productive is productive. Like Sunday, I had to drive to New York, but I had all day to do nothing. It was beautiful. I didn't even get intense about football. It was so beautiful. I was just chill. I folded some clothes. That was the extent, because folding clothes to me is like therapy. I like folding. I like folding clothes. I don't know what it is, people. I just like folding and putting it and folding and putting it. And I was chilling. Drove to New York, came back Monday. Well, I came back Sunday night. Then Monday morning, woke up. I was like, I can do the show. I said, but I can't. I want to get this sleep. It's waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. So when you get an opportunity to take a break, you ain't got to brag about it. You ain't got to post about it. You ain't got to let nobody know about it. Just you, yourself, and you. And just relax. And take a deep breath. Thank God for anything you want to thank God for. And relax. Stacey Mitchell said, wait, let me go to Diane. I need to learn how to take breaks also. Yes. Sometimes even when we got time to take a break, we feel like we're behind on things, so we got to catch up on things. So that time that you may have to be like, hey, well, let me take care of this. No, sometimes you just got to be like, that shit ain't getting taken care of today. Christmas got everybody running around crazy. I refuse. Now I'm enjoying it. I'm going to have a good time with the family. I'm going to absorb my blessings of having my family to be around. But I'm not running around here with my head cut off. I'm going to get some gift cards. And that's that. I'm not doing all the other stuff. I'm not doing all the running around and stressing and doing all the craziness and stressing and doing some more and stress. No. I'm going to enjoy this holiday. I'm going to have fun. I told my daughters we need to have some activities, some games we got to play. I don't know, Uno. I don't know, Jenga. I don't know, something we got to play. So we can just have a good time and chill, not just sit around eating all that good stuff. Let's have some fun. I know when it's time to open gifts. People get excited when it's time to open gifts. Okay, let's enjoy the moment before the gifts. Jay Black is in the building. Jay Black, ladies and gentlemen, is in the building.
Enjoy the moments with the gifts before you take them.
Enjoy being around each other.
Tawana, morning.
I'm not running, like I said, I'm not running around with my head cut off trying to figure out what gifts to get. Y'all, you get this gift card, you get that gift card, you get that gift card. All right.
For how much of a gift card? That's the question.
No, I know everybody gets $100. Keep it
Whoa.
moving.
Say if you got like 10 people that work for you.
No, I don't have 10 people. I have 3 daughters. Okay. You think I'm giving everybody fucking gifts? That's another thing. When did this nonsense jump off at you? You buying gifts for other adults? Get the fuck out of here. But I want y'all to enjoy yourselves, and I want y'all to take them breaks when you get a chance to take a break. Take a break, Jeanette. I want a gift card, Target to be exact. Okay. So how was your weekend, Jay Black? How was your weekend?
Weekend was amazing. My Philadelphia Eagles 10th win in a row. Beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is a dope team, playoff team. It was good. It felt good. Football is great. Fantasy is going great. Made the playoffs. Made the second round. So yeah, I'm doing good. The family's good too.
So that's what y'all want to see, huh?
Let them know, Hurts. Let them know.
Let me tell y'all what that was, because white media don't get it. White media don't get it. That was Jalen Hurts' way of saying "fuck you." And the media took offense. Well, it was your teammate that started this drama. For those who don't know, there was a little tension between AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts. There's been tension there since last year. I said this before the collapse last year. There was tension on the sidelines because AJ Brown is one of those receivers like Stephon Diggs, who had to get removed from the Buffalo Bills in order for Josh Allen to have an even better year. He's that old school wide receiver mentality that I'm going to need the ball. But that just goes with football. That's just football. Everybody knows this. And the media got on after the Eagles won another game. And the media decided they were going to take shots at Jalen Hurts for having an okay game. Well, it was below average. It was a below average game.
You funny.
It was a below average game. And then after that, they were like, they didn't throw the ball enough. Because this is what Philadelphia media does. That's why I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for a lot of these Eagle fans because y'all ain't shit. It's not good enough to win. You have to win the way the white media tells you they have to win. That hot chocolate R&R, you better wait for me.
No, Randy Rick said, yo, I worked there last week looking for his $100. Like, where his gift card?
Oh no. First of all, you think Jay getting paid $100? Jay here more than you. So after he's getting critiqued, he comes out. And people think it's the media that got them to throw the ball to A.J. Brown. It's the media. It has nothing to do with the fact that the Eagles knew that the Steelers were going to try and take away Saquon Barkley, so they knew they were going to have to throw the ball.
That's part of the game plan. That's the game script.
And then he came on and said,
so that's what y'all want to see, huh?
And if y'all think it's coincidence that he wore a $300,000 necklace around his neck, if y'all think that was coincidental, let me tell y'all something. This is why I pay attention. Y'all needed me. Y'all better off when I'm drunk. A lot of y'all. Let me tell you what that was. That was a reminder. Jalen Hurts, that was a reminder that you don't live my life. That necklace right there. That was a reminder to all the reporters.
So that's what y'all want to see, huh?
It was a week, a lot of scrutiny with the passing game.
That necklace right there was to shove it in your face. Or how much bread I got and how much bread you don't have.
255 million contract he got for 5 years.
But this type of reporting will never be talked about in sports media around here in Philadelphia because they'll say I'm making it this, I'm making it that. I know N-word maneuver. N-word maneuvers, I know. I promise you, Jalen Hurts had a victory outfit and a loss outfit. Guess who's getting robbed next with all that bling? I don't think Jalen hangs out in spots this ain't the old AI days.
Stacy said, with his fine ass. He a cutie. Wait, ain't you married?
No, I mean, he's a celebrity.
So that's what y'all want to see, huh?
Yeah, so that's what. Hey, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him.
If you married, you can go on a public platform and say somebody's a cutie and a hard eyes and all that. You okay with that?
You do it all the time.
I not once. Who do I come on here and say?
Oh, you put the pictures up and you enlarge them so we can see their bodies.
I'm looking at the photos. No, I'm giving y'all context and y'all looking at the photos to get an idea who the people are. Never once do I do that. That's a form of disrespect.
Shut up, Jay.
I'm just saying, you're in a relationship. Just for the record, if anyone is in a relationship, you should not be coming on with heart googly eyes talking about somebody fine and a cutie and lusting over some. No,
I said my whole life. I said Beyonce was fine when I was in a relationship. My whole life.
You wasn't lusting with the hard eyes and oh my gosh, she's a cute. Like what?
When I was watching the video, I was lusting, and you were lusting too.
And if I did lust in my head back then,
you lust to hear when you exaggerate pictures of chicks, and we laugh about it. The reason why we laugh is because we lusted.
Can't compliment Jay. Get out of here. All right, Miss Clark. I'm just saying, don't be on no public platform. That's like Tiny doing a cherry in the mouth from the Usher thing.
Why you keep blaming her for that? That was T.I.
Because you're a representation of me, and you know
T.I. was the one who turned
me down.
T.I. turned her chair back around after she turned her back on him.
No, and she should have stayed firm with that. Nah, we're not doing that over here.
Yeah, and when her husband decided to turn around, sir, you definitely be doing it. I know, lady.
For the people. It's for the people, for context. That's just
light-skinned chicks. The people didn't want you enlarging all the light-skinned chicks and downgrading all the brown-skinned chicks. Definitely heard Jay Black say she a cutie once or twice.
I might say something like somebody's easy on the eyes.
No, you've never said easy on the eyes. You've never said
easy on the eyes. Okay, I can see how they can be attractive to some people. Like we were talking about the Travis Hunter thing. I don't know if y'all follow all that, but this girl, she's easy on the eyes.
She is the most mediocre chick in the world, yo. She is the most mediocre chick in the world. I'm sorry.
The whole Travis Hunter thing.
She's so mediocre, and he shouldn't have got the Heisman Trophy, and that's a whole rigged situation. He wasn't even close to the best player in football in college football. No,
for those who follow college football, he did something that no one has ever done in the history of college football. You're bugging.
Dude, he wasn't even in the top 5. The running back from Boise State ran for over 2,300 yards and led the nation in touchdowns, including quarterbacks. What are you talking about? That was all a propaganda. That was all Deion Sanders making. That was all Deion Sanders making. That kid from Boise State did something that had never been done for real, for real. You know, Travis Hunter wasn't even top 10 in receptions. Don't get me started. Don't do that. I'll let that go simply because I ain't got no problem with him. Don't do it.
So that's what y'all want.
Yeah, don't make me do that. Don't all that propaganda with Travis Hunter. When people are on the table is okay, not easy to get to. Which I don't know about all that.
What'd you say, Mike? You don't know about that one? She said if they're a celebrity, you're unattainable. They saying Jalen Hurts ain't gonna come scoop Stacey up.
I think it's one thing to compliment somebody. Listen, there are people who are fine, and we know they're fine. There are men that y'all women think are fine. I don't care how long you've been married. I done seen my mom do it. She's been married for 50 years. So I don't think you can call yourself fine. I don't know, but okay. I only watched the music video for the music. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Good morning, TP.
I don't know what the drama. I don't know what the drama of the day is actually. Let me get to all the exciting because I don't have any video of it. What was the? I watched the Jamie Lady Q. Jalen Hurts cute, right? Yeah.
What are we doing, Stacey? Why are we trying to start stuff?
Jay, no.
But it's also disrespectful.
Jalen Hurts is a handsome man. There's nothing you can. I'm saying it with no pause. No pause.
No, easy on the eyes is a respectful way of saying. Stacey came over here with the googly eyes, with the hard eyes, and the cutie. That's a little bit.
He's fine. She said he's fine. He said he's fine. I think Kelly from Destiny's Child is fine.
You always said Kelly was the one out of the group. Right? Yeah, you always did.
I think she's fine. I think she's a beautiful woman. That don't mean I'm lusting over her. Just because I said she's a beautiful woman. You know, just in case everybody.
It's a gabillion good coochies out here.
She's easy on the eyes.
Jay has never said easy on the eyes, y'all. Don't let him believe. Don't let him scam you into that. Anyway, I watched the Jamie Foxx thing.
Okay.
It was cool. Like it was cool.
You just cool for you.
Jamie Foxx is amazingly talented. Amazing. When it comes to his singing, when it comes to his comedy, when it comes to his acting, he's amazing. I said this on Jonesy's show. He's an amazingly talented person. But 20 minutes or 25 minutes into the thing, into the stand, into whatever, the variety show, whatever you want to call it, he says, and that's what happened. And I still don't know what happened. What happened? What happened? So this whole thing was you just had a stroke.
He said I didn't. So a brain bleed can just. He was having symptoms of headaches and not feeling good, so they went to get like that. It can happen. Like I know people that's been.
So he had a stroke because there was no brain. In his words, the doctor, his sister was right. His sister was right. There was no brain bleeding. They said they found nothing in his brain when they went up there and checked him.
Stacy bringing up old stuff. Where's Dre a picture? Now she was easy on that. All right, all right. So yeah, so no, that if you're not, your health is like it literally. You don't know right now what's going on in your brain. If something was going on and you start having little headaches and not knowing, like it could.
Okay, so he had a stroke. Jay Black trying to convince himself because we don't believe. No, nobody believes him. I don't even know why y'all.
I'm never going on a public platform and going googly eyes.
You've done it on radio a million times.
If we playing a role on radio on back then, possibly back then, if we was playing a role, we all had roles to play.
Did it a million times.
Yeah, Jamie had a stroke. Yeah,
so he had a stroke. So.
Mike don't want to give it up. It was a dope special.
It was dope. Okay. His singing is amazing. His jokes were okay. The white girl thing, I've been healed, was hilarious. The jokes were okay. But there were a lot of things that he made me laugh. But y'all made it seem like he never got me close to tearing up.
No, I never was. No, Lady Q said the same thing. It wasn't all emotional. Some people said. Some people, it was emotional for a lot of people.
Yeah, y'all want me to break this down? Let me break this down to y'all. So pay attention. Pay very close attention.
All right, remember your thoughts to get caught up with these comments.
Pay very close attention.
All right.
He made a specific effort, right, to prove to y'all he's not a clone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was one of the rumors. Did he have something to do with it? I'm asking you a question. Did Diddy have something to do with it?
Didn't he say no in the special?
No, he just made reference to it. My point being is that Jamie, this was all a premeditated thing to set something up to explain some of the story, but he can't tell us the whole story. That's what it is. So he played to your heartstrings. And he gave the story about recovering from a stroke, which is major.
Big deal. Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal. But he never told us what really happened. He can't tell us what really happened.
Diddy didn't do it. Yeah, I thought he said Diddy didn't do it.
No, he also made a joke about Diddy being the devil. Is that you, Puffy?
They didn't find the cause for it. So they don't know what caused it.
Listen, y'all, listen. Call me whatever you want to call me. It was cool. He's very talented. He'll distract y'all for days.
Was it worth the watch? Wait,
no, actually, it was cool.
It wasn't worth the watch.
No, it was cool. It wasn't what everybody built it up to be.
I didn't feel like I wasted my time. Sometimes you can watch stuff like, yo.
No, I didn't say I wasted
my time. That's why I said, was it worth the watch?
I would, if I would have watched it all, if I would have missed it, it wouldn't have been a big deal. How about that? And everyone is starting to say I wasn't at those Diddy parties. Listen, if one more person says they left early and y'all want to believe it, y'all go and believe it.
Will Smith did recently say that a couple of days ago, right? I heard that.
He said he wasn't there. Jamie said I left early. Come on, man. Y'all really believe in this nonsense? Y'all really believe this nonsense?
He basically said he was dancing with the devil. and this was his wake up call. He did. He said he got too big headed. He got to a point where, he was out of control.
And guess what? He's still dancing with the devil.
He just got knocked upside his head. Jeanette was talking about at a recent party.
He just got hit with they just busted him in his mouth at his birthday party, and he left before the cops got there.
Oh, he had to go get stitches.
Thank you, Ms. Parker. He never said whether Diddy did or didn't. Never. Aren't all comedy shows premeditated? Don't comics rehearse? It's premeditated to make you laugh. This is premeditated to create a storyline to answer certain things that are lingering out there. That's what this was for. And once again, y'all gonna forget that I just said Jamie Foxx is incredibly talented. It was good. It just wasn't what the Instagram post made it out to be. I thought the song is the most overlooked thing that he said when he sang with his daughter, which I thought was amazing. When he said, "I want to go to church, but I don't want to go to a church that's just the devil's disguise." I'm paraphrasing. He really took a shot at churches. He really took a shot because he said he wants to go to church. He just doesn't want to go to the church that's just the front for the devil. Yeah. He told us what had happened. I was waiting for a diagnosis. He didn't. People, it's still a mystery. I enjoyed it. Everybody was doing backflips and doing whole interviews about it, and I was like, okay, Will Smith. He don't even like baby oil.
He did. He said he left early. He only liked baby oil. It was making a joke. Joke.
Yeah, everybody left early. Really? The legendary Jamie Foxx, who had videos of Diddy parties and had videos of parties that he bragged about on David Letterman, on Jimmy Fallon, on everything. Now he's telling us he left early. And y'all gonna really run with that? Y'all really believe Jamie Foxx left the party early? He left at 9 o'clock. Because that's what people do at the parties we went to, right, Jay Black? That's what we did, right? We left by 9. We didn't get there till midnight. He knows what caused it. He just didn't say it. Coming from someone who's being close to people that had major strokes, the doctors always give a reason. Rashida, listen.
He could have been stress. Something simple as stress. Stress can cause strokes.
Being at a party isn't the problem, though. Trafficking and no, being at a party, if you happen to partake by mistake in the trafficking, or you happen to be around a woman, or be in a situation with a woman who happened to be drugged, that is a crime.
Wait, say it again. If I'm at a party and you drug someone, I'm at fault?
And you're with that person, you have now been linked to that situation. That's why everybody keeps saying they left early. So they can't be, they're like, I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there. No, I watched it for the show. I would have kept it moving. Is he nominated for an award?
Yeah, I heard he got nominated for an award for that Netflix special. He got nominated. He's nominated for something. So it spoke to a lot of people. It got some people emotional. We are invested. Jamie Foxx is one of our artists. He is, like you said, he's one of the triple threats. He can the singing, the act, like he does all that. So he's someone that's dope that people follow and wanted to know his well-being and what was going on with him and in support of him. So I see why he wanted to address it, because he was getting a bunch of questions. He's back. He's doing this thing. I didn't see the Martin after effects, because Martin, we all know it ain't Martin. But I didn't see that in Jamie. I felt like he had a little slip up, was fumble with his words. But I didn't see him miss a beat.
And then people forget this.
Stress can unalive you.
He made it like the internet. No matter what I do, they're gonna call me a clone. You made a whole movie about clones. You made a whole movie on Netflix about clones last year.
Yeah. They said I had a mini stroke. They couldn't tell me why. I still don't know.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
But they couldn't even tell. They tried to say it was I still don't know what the TIA. What is it? They think it was a TIA mini stroke, but there was no proof of that. But like they said, maybe stress. They don't know. Like, and Jamie's on a whole nother level of it. So who knows?
Yeah, he's on a whole nother level of the medical people that were gonna take care of him.
Well, I'm saying as far as what he got going on in his world. So if it was stress to that degree,
he didn't have that's what I'm saying. If you watch the show, he claims when they went in there, he was healed. There was no brain bleed. But listen, Jamie is amazing, and I get it. And maybe I shouldn't say it was okay. It was a nice special.
Guilty by association. That's what Mike said. Mike said you're guilty if you with him, and you slip somebody something. Going down.
But why do you think people keep saying they left early, Jay? Because they don't want to be anywhere around. Because if you were there and you happen to engage in something with somebody who was drugged, that drags you into it. But y'all don't want to answer the question. Y'all don't believe Jamie left the party early.
Run tell that. Yeah, he had like the Martin outfit on and homage. That's what they said. He was paying homage to Martin.
But back to my point. He did like 10 minutes on proving he wasn't a clone and made it like it was the internet's fault. When you made a movie that instigated the clone shit, you made a whole movie that
was it Tyrone?
Yes, and I watched that whole movie and I enjoyed that movie.
Stupidest thing too.
I love that movie. I love what they were saying.
Oh, you had a TIA too, Miss Clark? Yeah. Yeah, we gotta take that serious. It woke me up. I know that woke me up. But go ahead, back. You said, Mike, you watched the whole clone. I thought that movie was stupid.
I love that movie. That movie had so many symbolic things and so many things. I loved it. But once again, people gonna think. But my thing is, you make a whole movie about it, and now you kind of complaining. Well, no matter what I do, they're gonna say I'm a clone. Well, you were part of it. I need 1, 2, Jeanette.
How to get a clone? Like stupid.
You don't want that because I don't know what they do with you after they make the clone. AKA mini stroke.
Yeah, that's the.
It's the birds of a feather thing.
But don't put me. If Mike drugged people, don't think I was a part of it. I had no idea what he was doing on the side. He didn't tell me because he knew I was going to say I ain't with that. So you can't put that. You can't prove that I knew that either way unless.
Yeah, but you proved. Go ahead. Then you tell people you left Mike's party early. Bullshit. Go ahead. See if they believe that one. Everybody's like, I left the party early. I left the party. Really? Come on, y'all. Come on. You didn't leave the party early. A select few did. Because if we go back and research all the photos that were taken, you're going to tell me all those photos were taken before 10 o'clock at night? You're going to tell me all them brunches that happened, there were no after parties after the Grammys? Y'all all left every party early now. That's what y'all telling me.
Coke think he figured out his Caesars. Why he keep having them Caesars? Caesars.
Well, you want to tell us or you want to Jamie Foxx's?
No, right there. He said he think it's linked to his marriage.
Oh, I think they're linked to my marriage. Okay. I mean, if I couldn't find her for a long time, I might have a seizure too.
Come on, Poppy. Oh, you never came on and gave Jay-Z his apology. Did you ever apologize to Hov for the
I'm not apologizing.
Wait,
listen, y'all never learn. Y'all keep thinking that a father would come up and say, I don't recall my daughter. You're going to tell me y'all believe a father who answers a question about his daughter's sexual assault to the media. And you're going to tell me you're going to run with that. Y'all going to run because if that was my daughter, you know what I wouldn't be answering? Those questions.
Where's the clip out of that girl? Because I don't even know if everybody saw. I didn't even email it to myself.
And before and let's get this clear because we went through this in the text chat. I never said Jay-Z did anything. I said I'm not defending these people anymore because I don't trust any of them and what they're a part of. And if y'all think that y'all gonna go run with a father saying he doesn't recall, he didn't say it didn't happen.
It was more than the dad just saying he didn't recall
okay.
driving 10 hours. It was more
than just recall. That's fine. But if y'all gonna run with a father, and a real father ain't even answering that question without a lawyer.
Well, why would you need a lawyer in that case?
Because you're not gonna answer something that has to do with a sexual assault about your daughter. Oh, I'm just gonna answer. Oh, I don't recall that. Really?
What
No,
about all the rest of her claims leading up to that point? Did everything else make
everybody
sense to you?
has dissected something.
I'm just
that
wanting
had
people to
20
know, did it
No,
make sense to you?
No. What doesn't make sense to me is Jay-Z's lawyer is now saying he wasn't friends with Diddy.
And where's that? So it's saying somewhere.
Yes, the
he
lawyer
said,
made the
he
statement.
was saying I was not. Well, he was. Oh, they was associates. They were
They
in
was
the industry
associates
together.
now. They was
Well,
associates.
that is a difference.
Really, they was associates now.
We had associates in the industry, and then we had people that we could hang out with. Like we were really.
Do they have multiple pictures with your wife?
We're in the same business. Of course,
Do they
there's gonna
have
be multiple pictures.
So you're saying now that Jay-Z and Diddy are just associates?
No, what I'm saying is I can see how that could be the case. They're
I'm
not reaching out,
asking
hanging
you,
out on the.
Don't tell me what the case is. Do you think Jay-Z and Diddy are just associates?
Oh, you want my personal opinion?
No, I don't. You're on the show because I don't want your personal opinion.
My personal. I think they were cool, industry cool. I don't think they were outside of that. I don't think they was checking on each other for Christmas and having dinners together on the side. And I don't think it was to that degree where families are hanging out with families. I think they were industry.
You know what's funny? If I would have asked you this question before all this stuff, if I would have asked you this question 4 years ago, you'd have said the exact opposite. But because of what's going on, now you're going to say, no, I just think they were cool because of the business.
They have literally what?
Debunked line by line the lawsuit, and Bisbee is backtracking like a motherfucker. He didn't do this thing. He may or may not have done something else, but this thing he didn't do. And once again, I told y'all keep defending these people and y'all keep wasting your breath because this is not going to stop.
Well, if you got lawyers like that bringing fraud cases on, as I say, ambulance chasers just trying to get paid.
I warned you about Diddy.
Retracting this line.
I warned you about Diddy.
Let's go and say that we guilty. Let's take the 930 out because then that wouldn't make sense.
Just mark this day. Mark this day, December 17th on Tuesday. Mark this day. 6 months from now, when we come back to this, you'll see that this didn't stop. And you'll have more information. Because
about Jay-Z? Or are you talking about Diddy?
On Jay-Z.
So you still think Hov was smashing 13-year-olds?
I'm saying no. I didn't. Why do you say I said that? I didn't say that. I did not say that. I'm saying what he's involved in that world is going to come out.
And drugging and trafficking. That's what you're saying.
I don't know
what world are you talking about?
I'm talking about the entertainment world on the dirt that's going to come out, and you guys will then start defending him on that. You guys have already ignored the Foxy Brown, which is we'll say allegedly for the hell of it. You've already ignored the Aaliyah. I could play.
Foxy already said it didn't happen. You keep bringing Foxy up. But go ahead. You just want Jay-Z to be guilty.
I don't
of doing
what I want.
I don't know what it is.
What I want is y'all to stop defending people just because they're great at something.
What's up, y'all? What up, JB?
The Aaliyah thing is true. If you want to believe that Foxy, first of all, Foxy said a lot of interviews that I could play a lot of clips that don't go for what it is. Friends is a strong word. I'm not friends with a lot of people. If I would have asked Jay Black this question 4 years ago, we would have said Jay-Z and Diddy are boys. Stop.
To what degree? Because when
they're not industry friends.
You know, there's a difference. There's a big difference.
No, really, Jay, I don't know.
So you can't believe that they were just industry friends at events and things of that nature. Their teams put stuff together. They had different events, so they're taking pictures together. But outside of that, they're not hanging out. I don't see them. I'm coming over this weekend and we're gonna have some chop it up, have dinner at your crib, and my different wives going out. Like I didn't see that.
You did see it, and you just don't want to see it now. You did see it. I was there. You did see it. We all believed it. And now all of a sudden they're just associates. Come on, y'all. Like y'all gotta look at this from reasonable eyes.
Sean, good
came
looking.
out to strongly against it, and Jaguar backtracking too with her crazy
Yeah,
ass.
Exactly. Everybody backing it. They see
First of
Hov
all,
ain't
stop
playing.
calling people crazy because this is the same person who told you about Diddy and Cassie. Was she crazy then? Was she crazy then?
So she get right. What is it? Broke clock is right twice or whatever.
And Jay-Z just happened to see the downfall of Diddy. If you want to play this game, let's play this game. Jay-Z saw what Diddy did wrong. Jay-Z saw exactly what Diddy did wrong. And Jay-Z's like, I'm not doing it wrong. So I'm using a different tactic to go about this. The only problem with this is that they're all attached to grimy shit that went on, allegedly. And when the floodgates open, it doesn't stop here.
I don't think they were celebrating holidays together with their families. Also, Jeanette said.
Really? And y'all know this how?
No, you asked our personal opinion. These are personal opinions. There's some people.
So let me ask you something. Why does Diddy have personal stories about Beyonce that he did live on an interview? Live. On late night talk shows. On how Michael Jackson wanted to meet Beyonce. And he came to Diddy and said, make it happen. And they were at the club and Diddy did this long story.
At a club.
And was like, I can make it happen. I'll get you to meet Beyonce. Come on, let's talk.
What does that got to do with them having Christmas? Like I can see certain like Ja Rule and Ashanti for some reason. I can see Ja Rule and Ashanti's families all hanging out because they give that energy and I like you can see some celebrities having more than just the industry friendship.
None of y'all don't believe that Jay-Z and Diddy were just associates. None of y'all believe it, but y'all gonna say it because y'all want to argue.
Jaguar's own son. So Jaguar's own son came out and said, yeah.
Well, Jay-Z's own son, who keeps pushing, is saying the same thing about Jay-Z. The one that he won't take the paternity test for.
Mike is the Jay-Z conspiracist.
It's
all right.
Dog, the dude.
Oh, now you think that's really he got a son out there? Oh God. All right. Man.
No, what kills me is that you believe he doesn't. I don't care. Let me get back to my point. My point is that we jump out the windows for these celebrities, knowing the industry that they're in, and everybody is on tech feeds talking about, see, it's not true. You don't know anything. We don't know. All we know is that every time we think there's nothing there, what happens? Something's there.
That's Mike, Rick. Jay-Z guilty or something. That's y'all
will hope. I'm not here. Listen, I'm so tired. You know what I'm tired of? I'm so tired. I'm so tired of when I tell y'all this 6-7 months later, nobody comes back on here and says Mike was right. Y'all just pick another person to defend.
Now here's Miss
That's what y'all do.
You know, Tawana's been around. She's been in the game.
I wouldn't say they were besties. Jay wasn't a person always around or calling Puff. You don't know any of this, but when this comes out, first of all, you don't know if he was calling Puff. All we know is that the industry, him and Jay-Z were tight-knitted in the industry. The perception, which is always said to be the key. But now, all of a sudden, they were just associates. That's not what they were saying before this happened. That's not what either one of them was saying before this took place. They all got dirt and secrets. Diddy took it too far. So, okay. Y'all going against your common sense, but it's cool. Listen, y'all, I don't want nobody to be guilty of this stuff. I just said I'm not getting on platforms to defend these people any longer. That son is my girlfriend's husband's cousin. He said that Jay's son and his cousin did mess with him. He came to Philly often. Rashida, they don't want to hear any of this.
My baby father, sister, cousin, brother-in-law said, come on, that is not his son, Rashida. It's not. Typing out. Yeah, we got what you were saying, though, Tawana. Mike, you're right. I'm saying that now. All right. So, Mike, all y'all, so whoever conspiracy there, y'all think Hov did it?
Well, Afro Queen, I was really talking about Jay. Because Jay, what he does is he pivots to another person to defend. And then, even though I keep trying to tell y'all, this entire industry is built on the dirt and deceit and the disgusting activities that go on.
I would just focus on the facts of the 13-year-old at the time. This alleged claim and all the holes, and the adult picked her up from school and during school hours and dropped her off, drew 5 hours and dropped her off in the middle. And then the whole story, every line by line.
And when you got billions of dollars to pick apart somebody's story who's just one person, that's what's going to happen.
And then she
what
left after party. I guess it was midnight, and waited at a gas station for 5 hours by a payphone for her dad to drive 5 hours, and then another 10 hours round trip, and nobody asks what happened. And like common sense and logic just does that whole story.
Don't use common sense because you don't like using. You only use your common sense when it's for your benefit.
No, I use common sense and logic is in my everyday life.
You throw common sense and logic out the window when it comes to Jay-Z and Diddy. You throw it all out the window.
No, I'm not worried about the Diddy.
No, you throw Aaliyah out the window. You throw Foxy Brown out the window. You throw making an album. You throw making an album with a pedophile that you knew was a pedophile, and you throw that out the window. Now, if that guy was white, if he was white and he was Harvey Weinstein, you'd be all in on it.
He can't do Ancestry because what? It was blocked.
It was blocked, and they tried to pay him to keep it quiet. What I got from people in the family. Rosita, there's more to that. But once again, let me just go back to my point, because I don't want people to forget this. I'm saying I waste no time defending people who have no time in my life defending me, especially when I know for a fact what dirt I've seen. That boy that looked just like him. Hey,
you that baby pappy. But Mike, what?
Yo, Mike, are you a part of the industry? Are you in all the dirty shit? I'm not saying it doesn't go down, but some of us made conscious choices to stay clear. Yes, you did. You did. They made billions off of it. You don't make that much money in this business without being part of the shit. I don't understand what y'all don't get with that. You don't have that much control. But listen, I hope you're all right. But just remember, December 17th, 6 months from now, we're all blessed to be here. I promise everybody will be talking a different story. Just like we had the same ferocity in the Diddy situation. The same thing. And do I think there's a systematic plan in here to take certain people down? Yes, because the puppet masters have puppet masters who have puppet masters. Do I think Diddy suing that liquor company has something to do with it? Yup. Absolutely. And when that liquor company caught wind of Diddy embarrassing them, you know what they told them? I'll tell you what they told them.
So that's what y'all want to see, huh?
Okay.
That's what they hit him with. Shelly said, I agree with you, Mike. Sheet, I believe everything on Urban Insight back in the day. LOL. Urban Insight and Media Takeout and Fake Out. We had all of them.
But the problem with Urban Insight and the problem with Media Takeout is that when you put something out constantly, at some point you got to make some shit up or you got to extend the truth. The unfortunate thing is that we forget all the stories that broke that turned out to be true. My bestie and I talk all the time about what you got to do to rise to the top. Let me tell you. Go back in the archives on YouTube and watch Wendy Williams and tell me how shocked you are now, how much we made her look like she was the original Jaguar Wright. Go ahead. I dare y'all to go back and go on YouTube and see those stories that she was saying that everybody said it's just gossip. She's just a hater. She's just that. The sad part is that the folks are fine with it until someone gets too much money, so they want to take them out. Because if you're going to play by these rules, you better play by the rules.
Money, power, respect. Good morning, Nicole Renee.
Oh, nah, I never thought Wendy was Jack. Well, let me tell you something. Wendy was getting fired and ran out of cities. Wendy called out a lot of stuff that people said was just nonsense.
Well, Wendy was doing ish too.
Because Wendy got caught up in drugs.
Oh, the drinking and the drugs.
And ask Whitney what happened when you got caught up in the drugs. And all the stories, God bless, all that stuff that she was the original Jaguar Wright. That's what the media looked at her as, that she was just a straight liar. That's what people were saying about Wendy. Don't the one from 106 in Park has she denied. No, free.
Free. I'm sorry, you're free.
Supposedly had an abortion. She denies that. So
just like Foxy denied it. But you don't believe that.
What do you think she's supposed to do, Jay? What do you think she's supposed to do?
But she's been denying it for years.
And if she doesn't, what do you think it would cause Jay?
So you think it's going to be some back if she says yes, he did this one, like so that that's
you think the backlash is going to be, Jay?
All right. You just don't want to take. You want to take some stuff for face value, and then there's others you want to say no.
Do you want to see the Nick Cannon interview with Dame Dash? Do you want to see the Nick Cannon interview with Dame Dash when Dame didn't want to answer the question, and he said, "Why don't you answer the question, Nick?" And Nick says, "Yeah, when I met Foxy, she was 16, and it was understood that she was with Jay-Z." That's what Nick Cannon said. But he a liar too. Okay. Listen, I don't want any of this stuff to be true, but I'm tired of y'all using your common sense when it comes to certain things. Then at the other time, y'all will turn a blind eye to things. Google how old Aaliyah was when she died. No, Google how old she was when she died. Because I want you to do it so you don't think I'm lying.
Aaliyah was 22 years old.
So when she was 22, by the time she passed away, she was messing with Dame Dash. That was Dame Dash's girl.
That was his boo. They was engaged. That was
okay. So when we agree that Jay-Z messed with her before Dame Dash, can we agree that Jay-Z allegedly messed with her before Dame Dash? Can we agree on that?
Was there anything? Did any one of them admit that? Yeah, somewhere.
I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't know for sure. No, I don't know.
Okay. So when we're gonna answer the questions like that,
I know there's been rumored that he messed with her. There's a lot of rumors. It's rumors that Michael Sean was smashing somebody that he might have didn't smash. Like, people always got rumors.
Gotcha. Okay. Sure. Hey, LaShawn. Hey, who am I to state these facts?
Because if you mess with somebody, there's no way I'm going to mess with them after, and we tight like that. I don't see that.
Who cares about that? The age is that she died.
I'm just saying, like, if we homies, like if Jay and Dame are tight like that.
About the age, and then you want to be like, he ain't mess with Beyonce when she was younger. He wasn't trying. The timelines don't even match.
Beyonce was an adult.
Not when they. Okay, I'm not gonna get it.
I'm just going by what the internet has her age at. If her age is correct, she was an adult. Now,
she wasn't an adult at Destiny's Child.
Who knows?
Yeah, okay, but it's fine. It's fine. Rumors and pics of them booed up. I know, and they were booed up at Diddy parties, and they were all taking pics with his business associates.
Diddy had her first. Might as well say that. Who knows?
But this is my whole point to this. It's not that I want anybody to be guilty. I would love for none of this to be true. I'm not going to defend these people who have been part of this corruption forever, and then everybody gets passionate to be like, that's our artists. They're not our artists, people. They belong to the business, just like you say the chick belongs to the streets. They belong to the industry.
They didn't care about bro code. No, it's rumors. When you Google it, Jeanette, it comes up. No, Jay-Z did not mess with Aaliyah, but had been rumored. They got pictures hanging out, and people took that and ran with it. That's what the internet is saying. That's what Google just told me.
He groomed her and then pursued her at 18.
And that's what Matthew Knowles did. He allowed Jay-Z to groom his daughter.
Oh, why you think? And who got moved out?
I knew you was gonna say that. I should have said Matthew Knowles. You gonna say Dustin J pushed and made her fire him as a manager. I forgot you gonna go that route.
Jay is all. I'm gonna go that route. These routes are just there. Then nobody Jay. All Mike is trying to show you is that Aaliyah was young when she messed around with Jay. That's
alleged.
It.
There was no proof that they messed around, Miss Clark. That's all I was saying. Like,
And
if I know
alleged.
a lot of conspiracies and
I know.
alleged stories.
And Faith just sat on Tupac's lap. I know. I know. I know. Right? Faith just sat on Tupac's lap. I know. Mm-hmm. Listen, y'all. I want to have a happy Tuesday. Let's have a happy Tuesday. It's just, I don't understand this obsession with these celebrities that people, no matter how much stuff comes out, no matter how much gets put in your face, no matter how much, when we want to say it's alleged, we say it's alleged. When we want to say this is actual fact and truth, this is actual fact and truth. Nobody's going to court over anything yet. And I don't want the man to be guilty. In all honesty, I would have wished that Diddy didn't take part in all this stuff. But for everybody to conveniently now say that Jay-Z, there's no way Jay-Z was a part of anything Diddy, and there was nothing Diddy was a part of. Okay, that's what you want to believe. Go ahead. But we connect the dots for every other race of celebrities. We'll connect them dots. Yeah.
Jada and Tupac was just pen pals. Tupac was the lover of Jada.
All the stories that we heard about Will and Jada for years, everybody said were alleged. All the stories for years, everybody said were alleged. Everybody was called crazy for saying it. Until when? Till the red table hit. And then all the allegedlys went up in smoke. How many times do we have to have this conversation? How many times do we have to have this conversation before you guys get tired of putting your Superman cape on and caping for these people? I don't want people to be guilty. I'm just not going to be the person that sits up here and fights tooth and nail to try and prove what?
Get up, real Lamarck music.
What up, homie? R. Kelly was married to her when she was 15. I don't know what to say, y'all. Don't know what to say. Let me see if I got some clips. Let me see. It's 9 minutes after 8. Jalen, yeah, y'all not gonna be interested in that, but I thought it was fascinating. Eric Sermon makes a lot of money off of this. The music business. Let me tell you why the music business is so crazy. And if you want to know why people are selling their publishing, selling their catalogs, and doing all that, we got to stop idolizing celebrities first, though. Afro Queen, that's all I've been saying. I've been saying the obsession that we got. I'm still in trouble for thinking about for making jokes about Oprah and Gayle because I'm an ass. What? Just, Mike, it's alleged. Okay.
You can't do that, Mike.
Got it.
It's Oprah.
Got it. Understand it. Here's an Eric Sermon story about how much money he's making off the music business when it comes
to publishing. Everybody calls me. Whatever my placements, they got to call me direct. The Weeknd is one of the most streaming artists in the world.
100%.
Right? So him and Metro Boomin did I Don't Want to Know.
Creeping, yeah.
I don't want to know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. I don't want to know if you're playing me, keep it on the low.
Which is your customer, right? Four percent of that record.
So you own 4% of Creepin', of the publishing.
Right. Every 4 months, guess how much it brings in?
$200,000.
220.
Wow.
Every 4 months.
That's crazy.
Yo, but that's 240. But
240?
That's crazy how he was on the money.
Yeah.
4%.
God damn.
Nice. You gotta produce a record, Mike. Make some beats.
God.
Yeah, the mustard. You need Mike Sean on the beat.
JB said you finna, yeah, y'all ain't gonna let this go. Y'all finna expect shit. Nah, I'm just telling you, I'm just going by all you can do is look at what happens, and then over and over again, what winds up being the result. And then how many times you gonna get kicked in the head and then be like, you see that? I'm telling you, the reason TikTok is getting taken down is for a multitude of reasons. It's because it's the last platform that people can actually have a voice and be able to say what they got to say. And too much stuff is coming out.
Let's see, I got something for you.
Too much stuff is coming out. But shout out to Eric Sermon for making that type of bread. 220,000, 240,000, 220,000 every 4 months.
Nice.
A beautiful thing.
No show money needed. All right. So, question: if you're going on a date, right, and someone asks you about your first date, and they ask you about sharing your password, is that turning you on? Is that a turn off? How would you feel about that?
Relationship is over. We're not going out on a date ever again.
Well, here's Dr. Brian explaining why.
That you feel are important to ask on a first date when you're like, okay, this is going a good direction.
This is such an unpopular opinion, but when I said all the women tend to go, yes, sis, I feel the same way, but he said I was insecure. I always ask, how do you feel about your woman having your password to your phone or to your laptop and having full access? That's the first thing I want to know. Because again, being loved like this means we're orbiting. It means I have access. And I'm not allowing you to access my body if I can't access your shit. I'm not doing it. I have not and I won't. And so that's the first question. And
what are the answers?
I've had some men be like password to my phone. Like, I just feel like, if you're going to trust me, then you trust me and you don't need to have access. And in my personal experience, I go red flag womanizer. Red flag womanizer. And womanizer just means you got something going on. You're manipulative. You're sneaky. You got something that you're not transparent about. I am not into honesty. I'm into transparency. I don't want to have to ask you 15 questions to get you to be honest with me. I like transparency. Baby, I was on my way home and I got an email from my ex-girlfriend and I forwarded to you. This is what she said. Okay, Daddy, you hungry? I got dinner cooked. That's me.
Now you got to put the question out correctly, Jay Black. It wasn't the first date.
She did. Didn't she say the first date?
No, she didn't say first date. She didn't say first date. Now, I have no problem with what she's saying. What I have a problem with is the general concept that the reason why the dude doesn't want to give up the password is because he's a womanizer off the door. I think I have a problem. I don't have a problem with
first date question. Yeah, that's what she explained.
But that's not what she said.
Okay. I was going with the headline and that's what they tagged it as. But go ahead.
I don't have a problem with sharing passwords. What I have a problem with is saying that a man who says he doesn't want to give up the password is a womanizer, because what if in his prior relationship he gave up the passwords and that wasn't enough? Like the trust never like I just don't like the generalization of I see womanizer when there could be an explanation behind that. But because what if you give somebody the passwords and the insecurity and the trust still ain't there? I seen this, Dr. Brian. I didn't see anything wrong with. I don't see anything wrong with what she said. I think if you're in a committed relationship, I think it takes steps. We just not gonna start dating the first month, and you gonna have my passwords. Why do women want access to your phone? That's a sign of control. Well, it's only a sign of control if a man does it. When a woman does it, it's transparency.
There's a double standard there.
When a man does it, it's controlling. When a woman wants the passwords, it's being transparent. This chick gonna be single forever. If you're married, then you get the password. Vice versa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He said, "Mary." She's saying first. She want to know from the rip.
Bring the house phone back.
Ain't that landline. You ain't no password required.
It's just a question you ask what you make, what you bring to the table, what's your salary, etc. It's okay to ask and gauge where that man or woman may be. I don't ask what I have never asked somebody how much they make. I'm not saying you're wrong. I've never normally I find out how much somebody makes like months into the relationship. Like I never asked. Technically, I don't know how much Stacy makes.
So you go by their lifestyle, you go by the items they have, the way they talk, what they're into. You get an idea because financially,
they're doing all right until they ask you for money. If you're married, you're sharing everything, yo. I don't have a problem with sharing passwords. I just that whole thing where if the person goes, well, and has a little, you don't know what that person experience has been with giving out the passwords. Why do guys want your password to your phone? I don't know why do women want passwords to the phone, because she's the one who brought it up. We ain't even bring this up, Jeanette. How you just gonna overlook? Y'all must be in the same family. How you just gonna overlook what we just played?
Why do guys want your password? All right, I agree with it. If you're married, then yes. But how can we get married if I don't know? I can't trust. How do you?
Oh, here go the rabbit hole. Here go the rabbit hole. Jay gonna go down.
No, I just had a thought as she said it. I'm thinking like, how can I get to that point of marrying you if I don't know 100% certainty that you're that comfortable with me having your password, that you have nothing to hide? Like that is more endearing to me to know. Boom. All right. If I need it, I got it. But I don't need it, so I'm good.
I don't think it has to wait till marriage. But I am not your relationship therapist because I'm single for a reason. But I'm telling y'all, it has to be a progression in a relationship that you go to. We're dating. We're finding out if we're going to be exclusive. Then we become exclusive. And that statement should be made. It shouldn't be assumed. I guess you want to share my location on the first date. Can you play her from the beginning? Because she did not say first date.
What are some questions that you feel are important to ask on a first date when you're like, okay, this is going in a good direction?
This is such an unpopular opinion, but when I said all the women tend to go, yes, sis, I feel the same way, but he said I was insecure. I always ask, how do you feel about your woman having your password to your phone or to your laptop and having full access? That's the first thing I want to know. Because again, being loved like this
stop it there. You can stop.
means
You can
we're
stop
orbiting.
So that's a question you asked on the first date about how do you feel about sharing. I took it as you were saying that she was asking for a password on the first date. She just wants to know, how do you feel about it? I'm cool with that question.
Then she went on to say why she wants it, but go ahead.
No, it means I have access. And I'm not allowing you to access my body.
Yes.
If I can't access your shit. Oh, I'm not doing it.
So she's not giving up the poem, the poem, unless you letting her into your space as well.
Okay.
Right?
Well, are we having routing numbers to bank accounts? Are we having routing numbers to bank accounts?
I'm just saying what she said. Like
I'm asking. I'm adding questions now. So how do you feel?
And so that's the first question. And
what are the answers?
Oh, I've had some men be like password to my phone. Like I just feel like, if you're gonna trust me, then you trust me. You don't need to have access. And in my personal experience, I go red flag womanizer. Red flag womanizer.
Now stop it right there. That's what I'm saying. Red flag womanizer. That generalization. We got to have this conversation, and we're gonna have this since you want to have this on the first date. How do you feel about sharing a bank account? Because if you're gonna get this pistol of pleasure from me, I need to know if we sharing the money or not sharing the money. I don't either, and don't care either. It doesn't sway me to like you more or less. But I don't have a problem with sharing the passwords if we're in an exclusive relationship. I'm not giving up that type of information on the first date. But it was a question. These are her questions on the first date. How does he feel? That's the question.
Okay, yeah, that's what she was saying. She was confused. Mike saying it's okay to ask that question, and you gauging. Yeah. You gauging.
And I like dates like this. I ain't been on a date in a long time, but I like dates like this. Because when you ask me that question, I want to know, well, how do you feel about sharing the bank account? Before I give you the pleasure that I have, I need to know, are we sharing the money, or is that your money and this is my money? Because if that's your money and this is my money, then this is my cell phone and that's your cell phone.
You know, there's two different lanes, two different things.
No, it's not. It's not.
We're not sharing money when we're dating. We're vetting each other. We're trying to see if this is going to be a best fit moving forward. The cell phone is that level of
No. What is the reason why? What's the reason why people get divorced? Money and what?
Money, financial.
Money and what? And what?
What?
And infidelity. So both. So those two are on the same level. You're talking about womanizing. I'm talking about financial situations.
We can't share money when we first start meeting.
No, what I'm saying is when we get to that point, when we're sharing passwords, we're sharing money. You don't get passwords unless we have a full commitment. And I need to know what part of the commitment you're a part of. What are you down for? Is this yours?
Morning, Mr. Fry.
I need to know, is that belong to you and this belongs to me and we come together? Or is it our money and we figure it out? Because for some reason, when I want to talk about that, now all of a sudden, whoa, that's something different. Yeah, the pistol of pleasure. That's right. Before you get this pistol of pleasure, because men gotta start treating what they give in an intimate relationship the same way women treat it. We just be throwing it around. It's okay to ask those types of questions on the first. I like those questions. That will tell you if there will be any more dates, or maybe we can just have a healthy discussion.
So, what are you looking at here? Because if Miss Clark saying that's you said it's good on the. If you ask, hey, what are your thoughts on sharing a password? You're looking for them to say what? No, I don't want to share, and this is why, or oh, I'm fine with sharing my password. If this, if this is the future, I'm looking to like. What are you looking to hear in that moment?
I'm not looking. I'm looking to hear your answer.
But which answer do you want to hear?
If you're saying you have a problem with not sharing passwords or sharing bank accounts, then we have to have a longer discussion to see if I want to keep going with this.
So you're thinking they wouldn't be trustworthy if they don't want to share?
I don't think automatically a person's not trustworthy simply because they don't want to share their passwords.
So what's the further conversation then? Well, what's the further? Because you hitting to something, you're leaning somewhere.
I'm hitting to explain. Okay, I was in a relationship. This is what happened. These are my experiences with sharing passwords. These are the downfalls of sharing passwords. These are the positives of sharing passwords. Then I go, we have the discussion. We have the dialogue, and then we figure out whether we want to go forward with this. Same way with the bank account. How do we figure this out? I believe I don't have a problem with separate accounts, but I'm cool if I'm in love with you that we share the same account. Because everything coming out of here affects us. Even if you separate your money in your account, that's affecting the money that we can use because you've taken money from the account and you've made it your own. So I need to have a discussion about it.
If you were looking into Miss Clark, just know that ain't happening because she said she is not sharing her salary though. So that's someone you wouldn't date.
I did not say I wouldn't date her. I said we can have this is my problem with it. This is my problem with this. People automatically put a line in the sand instead of hearing why the person doesn't like that. And just maybe when they explain it to you, you'll go, got a point. And maybe you can have an alternate plan and go like, well, how about this? And this is when you share thoughts. And you come to an agreement. You come to a happy medium. Mike, everything should be shared. Money, photos, info, etc. Why not? Okay. I'm with you on that. That doesn't mean we're right, but I'm with you on that. Yes, if we're sharing passwords, we're sharing a bank account as well. But I'm still not going to reveal my salary on the first. These are questions on the first date. These are questions that you have on the first date. Ain't no money issues talked about during dating period. Okay,
that's the school I come from, Mr. Fry. We're not talking money on your first couple dates. You're trying to get to know the person. I'm not.
Well, how else would you know if you're getting to know the person?
Did you clear six figures in how long? Like what? How much when you first start? Like I don't know. I don't know. It's too invasive. Too much. I want to get to know you as a
person. It would be the opposite of evasive.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. his, hers, and ours when it comes to money, bank accounts. So when do y'all want to discuss this? Yeah, on the first date, anything goes though. Facts. You should be able to ask whatever
But
you
trying
want
to
on the first
impress.
date.
You trying to get the real. This could be your one. This could be your person.
All right, you may disagree with this. This is where I differ with you on that. This is not my time to impress you. This is my time to find out if I'm impressed by you.
Okay. I hear you spitting bars. You might have to say that again. Ooh, those bars.
Yeah, this is not my time to impress you. This is my time to feel if I'm being impressed by you. And I don't want you to put on a show. I want you to be exactly who you are off the door. If you're hesitant about sharing your password, I would think you wouldn't be open with me. You may pick and choose what you want to share with me. I know if I want that, maybe not. May not be on a second date. And let's be adults here. Can we be adults about this sharing passwords? Can we be adults? If you're going to go to that, if that's where you want this relationship to go, it should be given ahead of time so the person can clear up a lot of stuff that might be going on in their phone.
You need time. All right, let me flush through my phone real quick. Let me check the deleted. Let me check all these email links.
Because right now, I have nobody blowing up my phone. Nobody. There's nobody blowing up my phone. Everything that I get on DMs are all friendly.
Old.
And nobody's blowing up my phone. But there are tons of people who still have this phone number. And out the clear blue sky, they could be anybody.
It could be a random text, a random photo could be sent. It could be
that could be sent. So you got to give people time to be like,
just change your number then. Just change. If you really love me,
no, I'm not
really
changing my number.
Just change your number.
No, I'm not changing my number. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be, and I can say this 100% authentic. If I get in a relationship right now, I'm like, you want my password? I'm gonna tell you right now. This person has my number. This person has my number. This person has my number, and I'm gonna tell you, haven't talked to them in a while. I don't know what could be sent. Now, whatever I need to delete out my phone, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna delete it. Now, if you're gonna hold it against me that I may have some stuff in my phone that I might have been a mini director in a certain part of my life, then if you're gonna get mad over that, but if we're gonna have an honest adult conversation, let's really have it.
Earlier, okay. I was messing with you and I said, if you date Miss Clark, she said she ain't sharing. I think I don't know. And maybe I'm behind with the comments. Maybe she's commenting, okay, ignore her previous comment. She will share. Wow. Was that for you, Mike? You taking Miss Clark out?
You're so ridiculous. First of all, Miss Clark, I wouldn't even ask you what your salary is. I never ask somebody what they make unless it comes up in a conversation of we're talking about occupations. If you took them to the Cheesecake Factory, that's all they need to know. Baller. Shut up, bars.
Yeah, bar. You know that line you kicked earlier was dope. You said,
I appreciate
I'm not here
you
trying to impress you. I'm here to see if you can impress me. But
I'm
use
here
it for
to,
the female.
I'm here to
for the
see
male.
if I'm impressed by you. And let me tell you something. Impressing me ain't what y'all may think. Not that y'all care. Impressing me ain't what you think. Just people being genuine impresses me. I'm impressed by people who I see in one situation and I see in another situation and I see in another situation and they act exactly the same way. That impresses me.
You're not faking it.
That you are exactly that same person.
Your authentic self.
And sometimes that could, people be like, yeah, they don't change. That's not appropriate for this spot. I'm like, hey, that person is who that person is. If a man wanted to counter my question, well, if a man wanted to counter my question about the password with how do you feel about joint accounts, I'd be okay with it. Hey, let's show it. That's what we should do. I'm not looking for you to impress me. I'm looking to be impressed by you. Oh, yes. See if I'm impressed. All about the energy and vibes on the first date. Copyright that statement, Mike. Lady Q, make a sweatshirt. I see why so many of y'all still single, remain single. Y'all got too many red flags during dating. Like I'm getting a Trump cabinet position.
Cabinet position.
She mine.
That was a good one, Mr. Fry. Oh God, it was funny.
And I mean, Miss, look, he may have a point. That first dates really should be about, let's just see if we get along. In that instance, Mike, like Dr. Brian said, my ex sent me an email. Here you go. Oh.
Yeah, she said that. I'm gonna let you know. Hey, my ex sent me that. Check this out. And she said, "Well, what you want to be like? I'm cooking you dinner. You're being open and transparent." Boom. I tell Lady K all the time, yo, my ex, she just somehow she sent me an inbox. It's like I don't want to touch it, and there it is. I let her know every time, every single time. Hey, there you go. What you want? You want to do something? I want to do. Boom.
What time is it? We gotta go because I respect that from Lady K. I've always respected that. I've always respected that you can do it. Unfortunately, if an ex sent her some shit, goddamn, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm very forthcoming, but you said if it was
nothing that she can control. Somehow this person got the information, got the email, because there's nothing you can stop anybody from getting in the world now. They can get your information. They can find your email. They can find your, I'm just saying, the reverse situation, God forbid. I hope it would never, Jeanette, that would be my concern with sharing my salary, although the first date is only asking if you will share it.
She agreed with JB. Sean is clapping.
Why are they looking for you in your phone though? I may be in the studio and have a pic of my in my phone like I'm on some Michael Sean. Don't bring Michael Sean in this shit. First of all, why would you have a pic? Okay, never mind.
Coco going through something.
That's why you having seizures.
He going through something. Oh, I saw this real quick too. I was like,
done that.
Wait,
I've never done that. I've never sent a pic.
I never even heard of that. I saw this stupid clip. Oh wait,
what the hell?
So it's a baby dad, right, having some issues with his baby mom. He comes over, busts a window. He hurts himself, and she won't call an ambulance for him. And they was debating who was right.
Oh my God! Amy, please call the cops, please. Amy, please, please. Amy, please, please, no, call the cops. Amy, please, please, Amy, please. I'm begging you, call the cops, please. Amy,
he need help. He need help,
bro. Why are you doing this?
No,
please.
And she just
Amy,
watching him.
Please.
His daughter's there, and all that. Yeah, and they was debating. She like, although a mistake happened, he's mad. He need help. Your daughter's there, and it was a debate of who was right.
It was a debate. First of all, why'd you bust the window in front of your daughter? Don't bring up the daughter now. Don't bring the daughter up now. Don't bring old. I can't believe I would have called if I
wouldn't have. She said I wouldn't.
I wouldn't have called if I did it. Would be to arrest him for busting my window. Yeah, and you. Why don't you just call
this lady hit with the Rocky 5? If he dies, he dies.
That's your answer, right? Okay.
Damn, that's vicious. Over Facebook post. Yeah, he went in. He broke the window. He was mad. So, but I was like, his arm went right there. Oh.
How many movies did he watch? Did he not think he was going to get cut by doing that?
Please, Amy, please, please, Amy, please, please, no, call the cop.
And she just sitting there watching that man. If he dies,
why?
He dies.
If he was in that much pain, why didn't he just go to his car, use his phone, and call?
I guess you're leaking. The way he hit looked like he hit, and then it slid down. So he went to the white meat for real.
All right, so you got to call. You're busy talking about call.
You need your hand to hold the. You got to stop the. You know what I mean? The pressure of it. You need help.
I'm sorry. That's what
I
his ass
seen
get.
this in your shit. Yeah.
That's what his ass get.
Play stupid games.
That's what his ass gets.
Amy, help him.
I don't know. I don't know,
Mr.
dude.
Fry said yes. He's called. See, he's calling the
You
cop.
broke my you broke my damn window at my
Damn
house.
right.
You might have got shot, which means you're gonna need medical attention anyway. Yeah, like who breaks
Mr. Fry always shooting somebody.
who breaks a window? Like and doesn't think they're gonna get cut.
No, it is how. I guess if you go forward, the way he did it was
No,
yeah,
if
he was
you
wrong.
punch a window
You
and
go
you punch
forward.
it, you're gonna get cut.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little cut on you. Not like that.
This
He
ain't a
slowed
movie.
down.
This ain't a movie with the fake glass. This is real glass that keeps your house warm. This is glass made to keep your house warm. I was saying the same thing as get in your car and carry your ass to the ER. He just wants
drive with one hand.
He's just trying to manipulate her to call the cops. It's still Amy must have gave her pork chops to her brother to break the window without thinking. Yeah, I don't know what type of pork chop she got.
This dumbass still on the internet.
This dumbass don't blame. Oh, what are we doing?
Well, it's something she did to enrage him. I always say, what was the reason behind like something is a buildup. People just don't walk up and punch windows. There is a buildup for everything.
So
the common sense and logic that I talk about.
People
There's a
don't
buildup.
Walk up and punch windows because there's a buildup.
No, there's a buildup. Something led up to that. There's not common sense and logic. You don't just have somebody walk to your house and just bow.
It's like somebody just doesn't. A 13-year-old just doesn't accuse you. Like something has to build up. There has to be other stories that
if you're not mentally right. No,
like
she's not mentally
when
right.
all the stories start coming out about you in the business, something there has to be a buildup. There has to be things that happen around you that make people start
in a domestic situation. Yes, this is a domestic that know each other.
So Beyonce was how old and Aaliyah was how old?
He didn't think it all the way through. Daryl said he didn't think it all the way through. Mike tried
he didn't think it all the way through.
Sweetness the whole, whatever the reason, breaking my window shouldn't be the reaction. Easier said than done.
He clearly doesn't have common sense or logic. Now, listen. I ain't gonna say I ain't never broke nothing.
I ain't never punched a wall, broke this, slammed this down.
I ain't gonna say I ain't had to replace stuff. And that's where I learned my lesson. I said, no, I'm not doing this again because I want to be either fixing it or replacing it.
So, you just got to.
It's coming out my just hit the pillow, grab the pillow, and just.
You got a Cooper Gooding Jr. Swinging at the air. You got to swing at the air.
You ain't got to replace the air. And I don't care how mad I am. I'm not busting that window because I know that's going to be a pretty penny. There's going to be to replace that
window ain't that much. That window
because you're not going to be. They probably don't even sell the windows where you could just get the piece anymore. I guarantee you, these windows now you can't just buy the piece anymore. But that's the whole window. Oh,
you can see if you look at his arm, it slid down, and that's where the problem is. His arm.
He one of them hotheads. No.
Yeah.
He thought it was gonna be sweet too. He thought he was gonna prove a point.
And then he started white meat.
Oh my God! Amy, please call the cops, please. Amy, please. Amy, please, no, call the cops.
Stop it real quick, Jay. Stop it real quick. All right, y'all. This is a safe space, right? This is a safe space. This is a safe space. Okay, it's a safe space. Let me tell you how his fake anger. Any dude has been pushed to a point where you've gotten that angry, you are not breaking down talking about Amy, please call the cops 2 seconds later. Because your adrenaline is running. Your adrenaline is so high. Allegedly, if you are really there, if you've been taken there, no. It took 1 second for him to say, baby, please, or Debbie, please, or whatever her name is.
Rick said Amy ain't share her password.
She ain't share the password.
Yeah, well, Rick.
She ain't say that. That's what happens when you don't share the password on the first day.
She mine.
You gotta get a whole new window.
Oh God.
And they seem to have a nice little lawn. What's good, Jamil? It seemed like they got a nice little lawn. Yeah, he was wild. Plexiglass is the way to go. No, it's not the way to go.
Yes, that's
blood. Yeah, that's blood on the window.
It came from his arm. When he hit it, It slid down. So
or was it Donald Trump out the ear blood? Was that real blood or Donald Trump out the ear blood?
The alleged assassination attempt. We never found out about the suspect. Yeah, that guy.
Well, we found everything about Linguini.
Wait,
I actually drug my. I accidentally drug my ex down the street with my car. She got her hand stuck in the door handle trying to open my door after I said I was leaving her.
I'm leaving.
And you floored.
He floored it. I'm out. But her hand got stuck and he didn't know. So he's not at fault, right? Because he said, I'm leaving.
It's a safe space, but you really pushing the safety space, boy. You really pushing this safe space.
You gotta let me leave, right? You can't keep me hostage.
You ain't hear nothing. You ain't hear nothing when you drove. Okay. All right. You ain't hear.
He turned the music up. I'm out.
You ain't hear mustard.
My hand is stuck.
You ain't hear nothing, huh? You ain't hear nothing till 6 lights. 6 lights. You were like, what's that doing? Girl, you been in the car that whole time. You been hanging on that whole time.
I told you I wasn't leave. Well, how you get it? Oh God.
You really pushing that safe space, boy. You taking it to the very end. Mr. Fry said, I didn't even know. You heard that? Thump against the side of it. He heard that. Hey, I'm not saying he did or didn't. If he said he didn't hear,
allegedly he didn't hear it.
If he ain't hear this, if he ain't hear, stop the car.
Stop the car.
If you ain't here, stop the car. Who am I to say that you could have heard over the music because you turn the radio on immediately. You turn your music on immediately and you didn't hear. And you ain't looking at rear view mirror and realize that she was not standing where you left her. Like you ain't think this a damn. She got in the house quick.
He was nervous. He felt threatened. He had to gas it to get out of there. It was for his own safety.
I did wonder why the car was accelerating slowly.
Like, damn, my acceleration ain't the same.
I gotta get this oil change.
Can check my shocks or something.
Yeah, these spark plugs ain't what they used to be.
Spark plug, yeah. Oh, you stupid.
I didn't know there was a speed bump right there. I don't know, Miss Parker. I don't know. I mean, y'all take the safe space, boy. Y'all go all the way with that. Did DJ just confess to voluntary?
I'm hoping that they still alive, Mr. Fry. I'm hoping his ex is still alive. But I bet you she won't be trying to put hands in car handles and doors moving forward.
Cause I hate when people step in front of your car talking about you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna hit me. You ain't gonna hit me. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna hit me.
And then there's something behind you, so you can't back up. You like,
stop playing.
You just be doing this. Get up.
All right, and then you try to. Where you gonna go a little forward, a little bit, try to intimidate,
push her a little. Stop playing. I'm gonna call my brothers.
You just moved then. You oh God.
I don't miss those days, man. Just get out from her. I gotta go.
You said you missed those toxic days.
No, I said I don't. I said no. I said I don't miss those. I don't miss. Come on. I gotta get to the station.
Stop playing. Stop playing. You know what? See, this is the bullshit I be talking about. Like, ain't that what everybody always say that in the middle of it? This is the bullshit I be talking about.
And then first you're talking in the car, then you gotta roll the window down. Then you're like, yo, just go. Just come on. You got people looking.
I'm just gonna say it then. I'm just gonna say it.
Then she comes to the side trying to get in the car. I'm not letting you in the car.
That's when you missed the fry it.
Yeah, that's when you gotta get out. Let me in. And then you missed the fry. Then you dragging her down 6 streetlights.
Oh God.
Because you ain't know she was hanging on. Oh man. All right. Oh God. All right, y'all. Off to start another day. What's today? Tuesday? Wow, I forgot.
Today is
Today.
Tuesday. What I got today?
Listen, y'all. This real quick.
Got a holiday party coming up. Go ahead.
Are you going to the holiday party?
No, I'm going like a work thing. You know, like everybody got to work.
Are you going?
Party. Yeah. I gotta go. I'm gonna go to. It's actually ours is tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You gotta show up. You just can't show out, but you gotta show up, right?
Yeah, holiday parties. We should do the rules to holiday parties. The Mr. sitting there reminiscing on crazy behavior because he miss it.
I don't miss it. I don't miss them toxic days. I don't miss the drama. I don't miss it. I was thinking about Mike's drama. Honestly, I was something like that. I remember Mike's when he was talking. Yeah, I don't miss them days. You know.
No, my nerves ain't even built for that. My nerves ain't even built.
Not now. I'm not.
Like, I needed that intoxication to deal with stuff like that. Because stuff like that would happen the next day. I would act like nothing ever happened. I was like, oh, back to the grill again. I'm like,
we back.
Yeah, DJ done logged off and called his lawyer.
Mr. Fry, like, what was I thinking? Delete this episode, fellas.
There's a statute of limitations. Any way we can get.
You already know it ain't. Look at 30 years later.
Alleged. This is all jokes. My local union party is tonight. Oh, Miss Clark going to shake that ass.
Go share some passwords and accounts.
Share some passwords. Tell them what your salary is. With your little whatchamacallit, the fan. You guys really need to edit some of your shows in short for YouTube. Just a reminder. Listen, I'm gonna try. One day I'm gonna sit down and try. I can't even find the shows really. Every time I go and find the shows, I always find old shows from way back in the day.
On your YouTube, if you search the name?
It always goes to some show way back in the day. I guess I gotta put the date in. I don't know.
Just YouTube, search Michael Sean Entertainer. Let me see what I come up with. I'm gonna go to YouTube.
Always jumps. I don't even check checking that.
Michael Sean Takeover Legends. Let me see what comes up.
If we had some clips, it would pop. If we just played some clips, it would pop.
When I just Googled, it looked like it's most recent.
Yesterday? I mean, last Friday. What'd you Google?
I went to YouTube and then I just typed in Michael Sean and the Takeover.
Let me see what comes up on my joint before we get out of here. You can tell I really don't feel like going to work. I'm just gonna tell y'all. I know it's the holiday season, and let me tell you, I'm trying to go above and beyond and be nice to people. But some of y'all assholes, y'all just assholes.
What do you mean?
Just people coming in
people.
Hey, it's not my fault you waited. Like, there's nothing I can do if the earliest I can get it there is gonna be after Christmas. See, like this one, I'm looking crazy in most of these, but this one is from 7 months ago, the one that pops up. This one is from 6 months ago, the one.
Oh wow, I see Rodney Perry from a show from 2 years ago.
7 months ago.
I see your Kanye one. Oh my God, this was.
Look, I got one. It's me, you, Jay. It's me, you, Mo, and Shawnee.
The Food Critic Show. That's the picture with you and Kanye. I see Shorty do wop. Okay, yeah, there's a lot. I see you, K104. DJ Cam.
Most recent. Let me see. Then I'm out of here.
Yeah, you got a lot. It's the Johnny Gill.
I got to do most recent. So stream 5 days ago. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that day. Oh, yeah, that was Mike and Shiny. I remember that. Yeah, he's got a lot of good shows on here.
We ain't got no numbers, but we got shows.
Oh, wait, I didn't put up none of these comments before we get out of here. My work party is also tonight. Have fun tonight, Miss Parker. Might be got to do a short. We actually about getting divorced. That was hilarious because that bitch cheated. That was the last show when I asked Mike. Oh yeah, I don't even remember.
Mike, you got to do a short on when you asked.
I asked you about your why I don't even remember what that was now. I wrote it down somewhere to remember, and I was that a couple of days ago. That was hilarious.
I lived by this before we played it.
It's a gabillion good coochies out here.
Yeah, before we you got to click the live, not the videos. You got to click the live, not the videos. Yes. So,
I'll figure it out.
UPS mail store, like, y'all got to slow down with, it ain't my fault that this is going to get there when it gets there. You waited till a week before Christmas and you want to send this to Milwaukee. I don't know what to tell you. And I've been trying to not hit somebody with, I don't know what to tell you. I've been, wow, that's unfortunate. But this is the fastest, that's going to be the fastest that we can get it there. That's unfortunate that the price is the price up because of the holidays? If the price is higher because of the holidays, you just answered your own question. I don't understand why are you charging to the so-and-so, and don't bring up the post office because I know the post office charges even more for most stuff.
Do it for us, Rick.
Go ahead, Rick.
Rick was saying how you get a lot of views on the shorts and all that. Go for it. We super agree with him. We ain't got no production team.
Right. You can wrap up a lot of quick views with shorts on YouTube. That's what we need to do. I just don't have the time. But I have to figure it out. I'm going to have to figure it out. I actually did one, and I did edit it, and I never posted it, and I figured out how to screen record it, and then I put it in my thing, and I did edit it. Now, it took forever for me to do it, but obviously if I did it every day, it would be fast. I just came from the UPS store, and it says they open at 8:30 a.m.
And the weed smokers ain't even there. Is a couple guys that's the main ones that work. They smell like they just finished smoking every time you walk in there, and they leave.
I will say this: our store is so good. It's so good that when we split up the tips at the end of the year, it's a substantial amount of money that people get. And I will say I've learned from them to go above and beyond. But yeah, like that not opening at 8:30 is unacceptable. I hate to sound corporate. I hate it.
Unacceptable. People expect you to be there. It's the holiday season. You got stuff to do. You plan your time around you being open on time as your calendar says, your clock says, your door says.
And I don't think it's being corporate. I think my problem is them days that the liquor store didn't open till 9:04.
That's when you want to hold businesses accountable. This is crazy. I'm just trying to get my vodka. He said 9 o'clock.
I gotta get this vodka. I gotta go home, put some mouthwash, and I gotta get to work. Like, what are we doing?
I gotta get to work. I need my bottle. 9 o'clock in the morning, trying to get some. Yeah, that's real.
And they'd be like 3 cars with me. It'd be the same cars. It'd be 3 cars. We like this. Looking at each other.
Everybody looking at each other like, it's crazy, right? Yeah, it's like 9:02.
And then it would be the one guy. The one guy was super cool. He would get there at like 8:57, right? Because dog, there was nothing worse than me having the timer in my head, and I pulled up, and it would be like 8:57 because those are the longest 3 minutes in history. Y'all just don't understand what 3 minutes.
Because you're going through the withdrawal as an addict. You're going through withdrawal. You need it.
Y'all just don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I never understood that part.
And I got up, and the greatest things ever. This is when you know you got a problem. I used to check the door, and I knew it was like 8:58. And when that door opened up, and I knew the one guy who was in charge that day, he'd be like, "Come on." I'd be like, "God, man, there is a God. God is good." I line up my 6. 3 in the morning, 3 at lunch. Go back and get 6 more for the night.
I save a lot of money. You gotta save a lot of money not buying all that liquor because you used to spend a lot of money on liquor.
I mean, if you think about it, when I'm broke, it's $20 a day, 7 days a week when I'm broke. When I had a job, it was at least $100 a day. That's $700 a week.
Yeah. Easily. I think it was more. Because then when you run in and get...
I did the math. I actually got the math somewhere. It was ridiculous. I got the math, Mike. You were the person they hate to see coming. Can I get in and breathe for a minute? Shh.
Can I take my jacket off? Can I go grab the cash register and set it up first?
Not when it's a liquor store. Not when it's a liquor store.
You should arrive before your time. You know the door's supposed to open at 9, not you arriving at 9.
At the UPS mail store, when I didn't have a car, I got dropped off. And I kept telling you all these stories. One time my mom dropped me off. My mom was like, "Oh my God, you're serious." We got there 5 minutes before 9. There was a line of people in the cold just to return some Amazon shit. Who waits in the cold? Not in their car.
because they got to hit the work right after that. They need to get this done.
It's a Saturday. This is a Saturday.
And they know y'all close at
morning.
probably 1:00 on Saturdays.
No, we open till 5.
But maybe they don't get off work till 5, and they got to get this done because now Sunday don't count. So then Monday is delaying it. So I see how them packages
And
is
then
real.
let me tell y'all people something. We close at 7 now. We extended. We normally close at 6:30. Don't be popping up at 6:35 and you see me with the vacuum cleaner thinking I'm gonna open the door. I'm not.
Come on, one more. I already got the label.
I already got the label. Unless I know you. If I know you, I'll be like, come on. But don't be getting an attitude because now we open to 7.
I'm saying think about you in the sobriety. Are you comfortable talking like because that's deep to go through that addiction that heavy, spending that much money every single day to consistently. I guess each day, does it get easier the farther you removed, or is it still really heavy on the brain? Like that's really intriguing.
No, it's not. Just having to. It's not heavy on the brain. I don't want to get deep. Because we ain't got enough time. It's not heavy. Like it does. The thought doesn't come into my mind now, but it's been a while. 25th is every 25th is the anniversary
since the turnpike. No, go ahead.
No, even in the turnpike, I was like, "You're not getting me this easy. Like you gotta do something better than this. Like this is the obvious. This is the obvious one. You close at 7. Why is the door like?
The door's like a 16.
No, we close at 7 now. During the holidays, we close at 7. We close at 6:35. We close at 6:30 normally, but now we close at 7. He did talk about it in his one-man show. Oh,
so on Relapse Again. So if you go to YouTube, search Michael Sean and the Taker. Well, you get Michael Sean Relapse Again, and you can watch. He did a whole special.
And again,
he did a whole comedy. Not a comedy. He did it. Is that like what Jamie Foxx did, Mike? Is the Relapse Again similar?
That's why the whole first 20 minutes of Jamie trying not to cry. That's why I was like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, stop.
Well, you cried?
No, I didn't.
You got water. Y'all go watch Relapse Again and tell me if Mike did not get water in his eyes.
I did. I got watery 35 minutes into it.
And Jamie did too. From the beginning.
No, he got watery off the intro. He came out. Like his jaw, this was it every time.
He was so overwhelmed with the love. Like it's a blessing to be here.
6 different times within 20 minutes, he was doing the jaw shake. I was like, all right, listen, it is what it is. Mike's spending that money
on liquor, and you only give $100 gift cards.
Listen, spending $100 on liquor, I was making a whole lot of money and paying the bills. Now that $100 is going to bills, but yeah, now Mike seemed more secure in his show. Sincere in his show. I haven't smoked cigarettes in almost 30. I didn't even know Lady Q smoked cigarettes. I haven't smoked cigarettes in almost 13 years, and there's no way I can give up all that time. Do you think about your time in and having to start over if you relapse, or is it time in not a thought? This is why okay. That's an excellent question, Lady Q. This is why I always knew exactly what date. And this is why I hate thinking about how much time I have in. Like I hate thinking about it because if it's all about one day at a time, why am I thinking about how many days I've been sober? It's about today. It's the gift and the curse. You're proud of the time that you've had sober, and then it's the pressure of don't fuck it up. It's all about Tuesday. It's just about Tuesday. I know I'm not drinking today. Like I can't even think. Like I know. I'll be honest with y'all. I know if I go one full year without a bit of alcohol, I know my whole career will be in a different spot. It always happens.
You're on point. Yeah.
It always happens. But
why do you sabotage? It seems like you sabotage yourself then when the success come, and then that's when the relapse can be more high at potential.
Because I always wanted, I'm always like, this is really nice. Things are going really good. But it would be a lot more fun. It would be a lot.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta go.
That's what I do. I'm like, yo, this would be a lot of fun right now. I know I got this money in the bank.
This is going good.
The bills are all paid. I can go somewhere by myself.
This director just reached out about a potential. Okay, wow, there's a lot of positivity going on around me.
It's really the dumbest, and it's the dumbest thing because I got like 30 years of history on what happens. I know the progression. I know,
the iceberg is,
I know the iceberg is coming. I know I'm only going to drink on Saturday, and then Saturday is going to turn into drinking on Sunday. Then I'm going to tell myself you're not going to drink in the morning. Then I'm going to wind up drinking in the morning. And then I'm going to say I'm going to stop drinking before my body gets addicted. I always say it to stop. So I'll look at my hands like this is some sick shit. I'll be like this. All right, I'm good. I ain't had a drink.
They're not shaking. Okay.
I said, I'm good. All right. All right. We can have like 1 or 2 today, right? 3 weeks later, I'm shaking and shivering in the shower. And all of a sudden, I'm like, how did I get here again? Dog, it is the worst damn rut.
So you're not going back. You're not going back.
Today, Tuesday, I'm good.
Not going back.
That's all I can worry about is Tuesday. Just Tuesday. Now, I do know the 25th is an anniversary. I do know, and sometimes I forget. I do know the 25th of 0 alcohol. 0. No taste, no nothing, no sips, no nothing. No sips, no anything, no nothing. This has been straight good, and the holidays don't make it any easier. And holidays can be tough on a lot of people. But you got to understand the people I celebrate the holidays with, ain't nobody drinking and don't nobody want me. Everybody that I'm around doesn't want me to have any alcohol. So the job is to try and hide drinking. You know how hard it is to hide drinking? And people always think they know everything. You know how hard it is to hide drinking when you start drinking at 6 a.m? You know how hard that is? You got to do it, man. Let me tell you something. I got some tips that I can give y'all if y'all want to go to work and be okay. Yeah, nothing. Nothing for you, Mike. Nothing. All right, y'all. This has been good. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll be back at it 7 a.m. And I'll be, what, Jay? I don't know what it is, but my screen recordings from Instagram will not convert. So I got to get somebody to help me convert. That's why I can only do TikTok videos. And TikTok ain't going to be around. So that's the countdown. It's coming soon, y'all. TikTok will be gone. We ain't even talk about the drones. We ain't even talk about them drones that are so damn serious. All right. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anything or anyone or any situation take it from you. From me, J Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chunk, the entire Takeover Legend family, we are gone. Gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap.